I don't think I looked at Clockwork Orange the same way as a lot of other people have, where it deals with the concept of free will or order and justice, and you have to follow this line. I looked at it and I was pretty much silent for like about 10 seconds, and I was like, Stanley Kubrick, did you just look at society and where it was going and you decide to go ahead and give a vivid image and detailed style of how society is going to end up in the future? Because I'm pretty sure this is an accurate description. Like, let's see. The society becoming the very thing they hate, criminals, scum, and villainy, becoming cruel, unjust, like the homeless people were being unjust. Like, I'm not going to defend the psychotic, rapist, murdering wanker, pretty much, Alex. Like, I won't defend him on that, on the grounds that, oh, he was just doing the right thing. I mean, no, but I'm looking at how society was looking at him more. Like, shouldn't you try to be the bigger man here instead of succumbing to his level of cruelty? Like, that just makes you just as bad as him. Like, that was how I saw the movie. Like, that's how I saw Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. I just looked at it and I was thinking, society is going to that same level of darkness that Alex was at. He still is at the end of it, unlike in the book. I ended completely different from what I saw, from what I heard. But overall, I just looked at it and I was thinking, society is downgrading to his level of cruelty. Because, let's see, homeless people beat him up. Let's see, he gets attacked by cops for no other reason because they were his former goons. And last but not least, someone tortured him with music so much that he almost committed suicide. After helping him out before initially realizing who he was. Did none of them at least thought that, I believe there is redemption? Like none of the society members that we saw were likable except for the religious guy who argued a free will and whatnot. Like, he was the most likable character. Like, I liked the movie, but Alex was unlikable because he was a psychotic madman who raped women for just for the heck of it, and was also sinisterly creepy with his smile, how he likes intelligent conversation, and also listens to Beethoven, especially when he's doing it. And while society, however, operated with this controversial indoctrination theory pretty much, where they show them violent images and make them have a physical reaction towards it, against it, and that was like, wow, that's, yeah, just looking at that device they made, that's really cruel. Like, even I knew that machine was like, are you trying to are you trying to quote cure him or indoctrinate him into your evil little cult? Because that looked like a torture device than it was a helping device. And after he was released, homeless people beat him up, policemen beat him up. Like, okay, I know these were his victims, especially his former goons turning on him, and especially the old man in the wheelchair after his wife was raped and he was disabled. But I was thinking, like, okay, there's not one redeeming person in this movie. Like, shouldn't there at least been someone that looked at him and believed there was a slight bit of hope for him in the future and redemption? And I question when they took away his ability to want to have sex. Like, okay, I'm just gonna ask, what if he met a woman he fell in love with and he can't have it with her? Like, I know that's highly unlikely considering it's public knowledge now that he's a psychotic nutcase, but just the slightest bit, you pretty much denied him ever having children or to make love to his beloved. That's kind of sick and cruel. But like I said, I'm not defending Alex because even I know he went too far with psychotic nature, even though the definition of going too far is pretty much minimal to him. But I digress. It's the way how society looked at him. Like, after he was rehabilitated pretty much and quote cured, they kind of stooped to his level, and I thought like, yeah, is this the way society is going according to Kubrick's point of view? Like they'll just become as worse than he was, or just as be equally bad or worse? Like, did he see the future? Like I would sometimes think to myself, did he see the future 40 years from now after this movie was made, before this movie was made, and he just looked at it and said, I should make a story, I should make a movie about it. Yes, I know the movie was based off of a book, but I keep looking at this and I'm thinking like he looked at, like he saw the future and saw how society would be reduced to, especially how the media tends to pull things off. Seriously, they don't, like, I hardly ever find good news. But anyways, Clockwork Orange was a great film. I kept thinking it was called a Clockwork Origin, not Orange. Like, I just laughed when I found that out. But like, I thought it was called a Clockwork Origin. But overall, the movie was good. Malcolm McDowell as Alex. I was surprised when I found out he played Alex. He looked like a generally nice person. He can play the bad guy. I don't like picturing Will Smith as being a villainous guy who's going to be that in Suicide Squad, even though he's technically an anti-hero, but I can't really picture Will Smith as a bad person or criminal. So it's hard to really picture that in the movie. But overall, like, the movie was great. One of Stanley Kubrick's earliest best works before 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I will say I love, but yet I say is so agonizingly slow. But like I said, A Clockwork Orange is a great movie. I highly recommend it. And mostly you might look at it differently than I looked at it. Like I didn't really look at it as its main thing it was obviously doing, but I looked at it really differently of society standpoint. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.